Red stickers indicate bullet holes with blood stains. Yellow stickers indicate bullet holes without blood stains. It means that each red sticker is an executed person from whose head the bullet went through and inside the wall.
And guys, welcome to Riga, welcome to Latvia. Left Tallinn now, decided to come to a second Baltic country, Latvia. We're going to go and see what's going on in the Republic of Latvia. We'll start here, in the shadow of old Janis Plikšins, I think he's called, old Rainis, his little monument, Latvian playwright. Got the old Russian Orthodox church over in the distance with its little golden domes. It's all nice and pretty. Might even see a few more of those on the little trip around the city. Hey, check it out. Little golden spires. It's all ornate. Gonna get a little close-up view, but yeah, Tallinn was good. Hopefully Riga will be the same. So I think we will go and get checked in and then hit the streets of Riga and see what's going on. See what's going on. Do. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it better from there. It's super nice. Some of the nice architecture around here. Might even see some more Soviet stuff. Although I think quite a lot of Soviet stuff might have gone. Although we'll find out. Don't think they like the Soviet shit here. Certainly not like I do, so we'll have to make sure we don't make it all about the Soviets, although I imagine quite a lot of it will end up being about that. Yeah, check out the old cathedral. Get a bit closer. There you go, that's a better view. That beast. Super nice, all ornate. Russian Orthodox. Nativity of Christ or something, I don't know what it's called. But yeah, super nice. I imagine we'll see some more of those around the city, so let's get into it. Bloody Sunday Revolution in 1905. Not entirely sure what even happened because there's no information. I even had a look online and there's not a lot. But yeah, apparently 1905 was some sort of demonstration here. Some people were killed and drowned, and it's like a memorial to those people. All I know about it. Although it is a nice statue. This little granite block with your big bronze man. Yeah, pretty good. Right next to this little iron railway bridge on the banks of the Daugava River. Oh, and over there, that building is the National Bibliothek, the National Library of Latvia. It's like some sort of mad, crazy, modern design. And of course there's a little Ferris wheel as well. Because what European city wouldn't be complete without a little Ferris wheel? It's like here. It's like a sort of small London Eye. Tallinn had one. We got one here. I imagine Vilnius will have one as well. Let's do a quick room tour here in Riga. Check this place out. We're coming in to the master bedroom. Look at this. Super old bed. Little TV. Nice old curtains. Little view out onto the street. This place has not changed in God knows how long. I mean, even look at the key you get. You don't just get a key, you get a massive handle with it. Just so it fits perfectly in your pocket. See the bathroom. Absolutely majestic. And I have to say as well, it smells like someone's been smoking in here because it proper stinks of fags. Or it could be something else, but it definitely smells like fags. Guess how much I paid for this for 2 nights? Grand total of €36 for 2 nights. So it's built down to a price, nice and stable. But yeah, €36 is what you get here in Riga. That's some sort of old communistical hotel. This might be more communistical and Soviet than the one I stayed in Bratislava, which was bizarre. You won't even see the lift in this place. I mean, it looks like it could break at any second. It's the greatest hotel ever. The old monument to the Latvian rifleman behind me. There used to be another one of a victory column, a Soviet victory column, but they pulled that one down due to the war in Ukraine. So you can't see that anymore. Which would have been nice if it was still around, but even behind it, look, some old brutalist style building in the background. I think Latvia and Riga is going to be full of little old communistical gems. Nice old Soviet stuff mixed in with all the new bits. The pretty old little old town buildings. I think I might come to like this place a bit more. It's the old Latvian Academy of Sciences. Good old classic Soviet building. Built during the Stalinist era. It's got that Stalinist Soviet classicism look. It's basically the same as the one that's in Warsaw. If you've got to Warsaw and you see the Palace of Science and Culture in the centre of the city, literally it looks exactly like that. Such a fantastically beautiful building. Fantastic Mr. Fox, check him out. Nice little old, some sort of weird little garden, little wooden houses. Must do like little performances and stuff, and people sit around boozing, I don't know. Like a little commune. So what's through here? Some other little area. Yeah. Quite a cool looking little fox, that. Check him out. Even a little old like Japanese samurai type guy. the local sort of like hippie area. Sort of like Berlin vibes, this place. In fact, I could literally see somewhere like this in Berlin. It's the kind of thing they'd go for. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't one in Berlin somewhere. Yeah, quite a cool little thing. An old recreation of an old wooden house. Could have been like a representation of what one would have looked like back in, I don't know, 19th century, something like that. One that would have housed Jews. Old hobby horse. Spinning wheel. There's some neat little free museum here in Riga. Riga Ghetto. Not a bad little building. Star of David. The old badge that Jews were forced to wear to single them out from the rest of the population. So they were subjected to abuse, arrest, deportation, violence, you know the rest. These boards all around the museum as well, look. I think it's 25,000 names from all the people who were sent to death camps, concentration camps, wagons like this. Big old cattle trucks. Stuffed people in and sent them off to Auschwitz and Dachau, places like that. The one-way ticket to the concentration camps. Imagine all the people stuffed inside one of these things, shepherded off like cattle. Oh, another day in Riga, eh? Tell you what, all yesterday I didn't get a lot of footage, to be fair, in Riga. It was absolutely freezing cold. It was actually cold now. The wind, man, oh my god. Take ice cold wind. So you'd have heard like wind noise footage and I was just been freezing to death. So today, I think there's a few places I might go and check out a bit further down that way. There's like an old KGB HQ, but you can't film in there because there's like an area in the basement where they used to like, not people were executed, and it's sort of like a bit disrespectful to start walking around waving a camera about. I might head over to the radio tower. There is a nice cathedral actually on the other side of the river, the Dauga River. Might go and check out. It's like a dead pretty one. It's like a pink building, so it looks pretty good. I think it might be one of the prettiest ones I've seen, but wait till we see it in person. Yeah, I might check the corner house out anyway, and if maybe sneak a bit of footage, I will. It's the corner house building, the old KGB HQ. We're going to head in there and we're going to see what the KGB are up to in Latvia, an old Latvian SSR. All the crimes that were committed by those walls, the executions, the interrogations. And I have to say though, they always know how to pick a really nice looking building. Apparently you can only view like certain floors because a lot of the building is sort of fallen into disrepair. So we'll be able to see the basement, the execution areas, the interrogation areas. So yeah, it should be a good little place, so let's get going.
And your glass over here. The next thing we need to understand how many people in a prison cell like this at once. 30 people in a prison cell like this at once. Just as much as we are over here, but additional more people, some 5 to 7 more. Like 24/7 all the time, like this. Doors closed, everything packed, so that nobody could get inside or outside if it's not needed. The thing is that just as you have 2 eyes, KGB also had 2 eyes. One, a huge tunnel all the time staring at you. Second one, in the door. The thing is that all these walls, they were scrambled like that so that people couldn't scratch messages. I've been here. Over there, all the heating system pipes blocked so that people couldn't beat Morse's code through them or, for example, hang themselves. All these, the window was never opened and the only ventilation system was only something like that or over there higher up. The thing is that for all of these 30 people, a bucket like this for facilities emptied only once a day in the morning. Imagine people had diarrhea, dysentery, scabies, skin infections, they vomited out blood and so on, and everything done in one bucket like this. Imagine. Further on, these people would also call out the nurse, saying, please call the nurse. The nurse came inside and asked, "Что за проблему?" It means, what is the problem? What would the political prisoner said would be, "Голова болит." It means head hurts. What would the nurse reply would be, "Надо было советскую родину любить, дорогой, тогда голова не болела бы." What does it mean? It means you needed to love the Soviet state there, then your head wouldn't hurt. So that was the medicine inside here. All these beds were like that, stick to the wall and lower down at night and once again up a day. A day you were allowed only to stand or sit down over here. If you started to sleep, the KGB guard came inside and beat in your back until you woke up and so on. Also, if some bloodstains went on the walls, they didn't need to wash them because walls are painted in color like dry blood. Do not get out for a moment. You probably saw these wooden panels all around over here. The thing is, they are not decorative. In case of emergency, if the KGB guard is attacked by a political prisoner, he would step back and press this alarm system. It is a wooden panel full with small buttons all around over here. On both sides, you will be able to press them when you come out. And if someone would like to escape this prison cell really fast, then his head would be just ripped off like that. Men and women treated equally but kept separately. Do you have any kinds of questions? Let's go further on to the walking area. Please follow me. And you're the last one. You're the last one. So now, everyone please in a circle. Everyone please in a circle. Everyone please in a circle. Hands behind your back. For control. And it was so. The thing is that the KGB guard would always walk over here and look at the procedure, how you were walking in a circle like this. And I will go through over here really fast. And if he didn't like something, he could shoot a bullet over your head. As you can see, on this wall there are like small holes all around. The thing is that people were taken once a day out and they needed to walk like this for 20 minutes. Was it snow or was it winter and so on. This wall over here separated two walking areas. It means one prison cell on that side, doors closed, second one over here. Also over here, all the walls are gravelled so that people couldn't scratch messages. In the year of 1951, one political prisoner committed suicide jumping out from the 5th floor window. And from that period of time, they inserted bars in each interrogation room window so that nobody could commit suicide. You can even count how many interrogation rooms are there all around. Most of them over here, on this side over here. The thing is that all the interrogation rooms were facing the yard, all the main leader offices and so on were facing the street. They would also build in 1940-41 this huge wall over here with the roof. What was the need of this huge wall with the roof? It was needed so that people from the buildings on the opposite side couldn't see what is going on over here. How close is the building? Take a look from that corner up, you will see the roof of the apartment building. Yes, so like that. Religion in the Soviet Union was almost as forbidden, but the old Ghetto church located nearby over here still continued to work, and thanks to its church bells, people got spirit that maybe someday they will be free. But a real freedom only in 1991. Do you have any kinds of questions? If not, let's go further on to the kitchen. Please follow.
It's what? Key on the wall.
last one, yes? Next thing I would like to ask you, how do you think who made food for the political prisoners? And further on, let's continue over here to the execution. And further on inside over here. There was a KGB guard standing behind political prisoner's back, who told to the political prisoner to go in one or in the other corner, where the political prisoner was executed. So now you may come until the ribbon and let's understand what happened in the year of 1941. In 1941, in January, they inserted this execution chamber over here, and they would execute people till 29th of June. Question why till 29th of June? Because in the 22nd of June, Nazi Germany had attacked Soviet Union, starting the Operation Barbarossa. And what does it mean? It means that they didn't have much time to continue everything over here. But we know that in total, at this horizontal wooden panel wall, they would execute 186 people, officially registered with names, surnames, everything. But how did we find this horizontal wooden panel wall? One more thing before. In 1944, in autumn, when Soviets came back, they didn't continue to use this wall over here. They continued in Riga's central prison till the year of 1954. In 1954, it was forbidden to execute people locally, so it could be done only in the main centers of the Soviet Union. In this occasion, we're talking about Moscow or Leningrad, nowadays St. Petersburg. But further on, how did we find the original wooden panel wall? In the year 2018, we took off this wallpaper over here, and you may see a vertical wooden panel wall like this. You understood that this is not the end, and question why? Because in those photos you may see that the original wall is not with vertical wooden panels, but it is with horizontal. So this is not the end. Further on, we took off this wall and we found one brick thick wall like this over here. There was a pack of cigarettes over here written 1946. It means that all of this was built after World War II to hide all of this over here. Red stickers indicate bullet holes with blood stains. Yellow stickers indicate bullet holes without blood stains. It means that each red sticker is an executed person from whose head the bullet went through and inside the wall. Over here you can see the execution levels. Some people were executed standing in their head, some people were taken on their knees, then executed in head, and some people got a control shoot. Over here, a machine gun to frighten these people. Over here, the execution level, as you can see in my height. And if the person wasn't killed after this shot in the head, he would be killed from the second shot in his head. The thing is also that when we went through over here with an ultraviolet light that shows blood, we found out that there was a blood stain that made a hand like this over here. So imagine the terrifying things that were going on over here in the nights of 1941. One pipe on your side, second one over here. From these two pipes water pressure came out, with whom all the used bullets, all the blood stains, everything were taken to a drain over here in the corner. That follow the drain you may see over there. In this pipe we found more than 200 used bullets still in the collection of the Occupation Museum of Latvia till our days. Nearby there is a garage. In the garage there was, you can see the garage over there, yes? There is the garage, and there was a vehicle standing. Its motor was running so that people couldn't hear the execution screamings and everything. On these vehicles it was written milk, bread, all kinds of product names. Why? So that people wouldn't be suspicious about, so that they wouldn't ask what is carried out with these vehicles. But people were not naive. They saw that as the milk vehicle went, bloodstains were coming out from these vehicles to the nearest forests all around Riga, where these corpses were buried in mass graves. Further on, to hide all of this, the KGB would build this wall, but why do we see bullet holes all around over here without bloodstains? It was a typical manipulation method over here. They would take you through the door, take you on your knees and say, you won't sign the paper, and shoot a bullet by a mistake nearby your face, saying, if you won't sign the paper, the next shoot will be in your head. Further on, when this terrifying method of manipulation was forbidden, we may say, in 1960s, they would roll this wallpaper all around over here. And in 1960s, 70s, 80s, over here in this room, there was a cash register over here, and a lady standing and selling all kinds of items to these KGB workers. The KGB had inserted a special shop for the KGB where it used to be an execution chamber. Fully loaded vehicles with items from the West came inside the garage, and you could purchase whatever you wanted. The Beatles, vinyls, jeans, chewing gum, Marlboro cigarettes, as you probably saw in the interrogation room, items that were not available for any other person in the so-called equal Soviet society. So imagine. And imagine all of this, further on, they would purchase these items and sell in markets all around Riga also, receiving a lot of Soviet rubles and so on. Imagine, we may say, selling, purchasing, sounds like capitalism in the center of communism. In conclusion, we may think that all of this is gone, it will never repeat, and so on. But the most terrifying fact is that these totalitarian states still exist. One is only 300 kilometers away from the place we are standing now. It is called Russia. Next to it there is Belarus, and a little bit further there is North Korea. The thing is that nowadays, we're not only talking about the border of Latvia, the border of Baltics, the border of Finland, we're talking about the border of Europe. The border of nations that are united in democracy, freedom, human rights, and so on. And the thing is that if we won't be united, if we won't understand the true value of democracy, if we won't take a look in the pages of history and so on, if we will say it was in past and there's nothing to do with that and so on, then excuse me, sooner or later we may suffer from that ourselves. Because nowadays, as you can see, one day democracy can be stable, another day once again unstable. So please open your eyes and see what is going on in the world, and please vote, and please think about what are you doing. Thank you for visiting the KGB Museum, and have a wonderful day in our capital city of Riga. Thank you. Now I have to lead you to the door of freedom problem. Please follow me.
No, would you say? Bad point.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you for visiting. Have a wonderful day. Yes.
Bloody seagulls eating some dead pigeon there. Greedy buggers. But anyway, that was the KGB building, which is pretty cool actually. Go on the little paid tour, you get to go down into the old interrogation room, execution chamber, see some of the cells, all that sort of stuff. Little prison yard. Yeah, hopefully that footage has come out quite well. Nice little tour. You did have to go on the little paid guide, or the paid tour actually, to see those bits. There was a free one, but you didn't get to see much. So, yeah, it was pretty good. So if you do come to Riga, I would recommend going to see it. But anyway, let's go and head round a bit more, see what else we can find. There is the Holy Trinity Church. Well, I think it's a Russian Orthodox church. It's got the little blue spires, the Orthodox cross in pink. Pretty fancy church, isn't it? Don't see those kind of churches very often. Yeah, pretty stunning. It even has a little one in the little garden bit. Like a little mini one, all ornate, really stunning. Pretty super little church, it must be said. A few thoughts then in the shadow of the old Riga television station. Not currently open, but you know. It's been decent in Riga. Weather's actually got out quite good now. Although the wind is still bad, but a bit of sun. Quite nice. Went to Lido earlier. Not Lidl, Lido. Some like Latvian restaurant. The food is absolutely on point. Nice beetroot salad, beef, potatoes, some beans and all that sort of stuff. A nice beer. I'll tell you what is nice as well, being here. It's the fact that they sell kvass everywhere. Something that you can't really find in Britain. and you have to go to certain shops to find it. But here it's just sort of everywhere, which is a win-win. But yeah, if you do come to Riga, go to Lido. There's one in like the centre of the city. Absolutely smart. Really nice food, and like a decent little price as well. A couple of things I forgot to mention actually. I thought Riga was going to be like really sort of Soviet, but there's actually not a lot of Soviet stuff here. I think they've got rid of quite a lot of it, sort of de-Sovietisation of the country. So it's not really sort of something you see. So if you are looking for that sort of stuff, maybe don't come to Riga, go somewhere else. Apart from that KGB building, there's a few like odd buildings dotted about, but they're quite far away, or in like really obscure places. Other than that, there's not much Soviet stuff here, I tell you that. Oh. Back in the old communistical hotel, or whatever it's called, Hotel Victoria. It's the new Hotel Communism. There's a few things I didn't actually mention earlier on that I thought I did, but I didn't, because I'm just an idiot. Yeah, when I was on about, or did I mention them? I can't remember. I don't know. I said something, I can't remember what I said, so I'll have to have a look back. Fucking hell. Yeah, as it turns out, I did actually mention them. I think one was about the kvass. I actually got some here. I bought some earlier. It's called Terviti kvass something. It's properly nice. This is the sort of stuff we should sell in the UK. And the fact we don't is really annoying. In fact, we'll sell like other rubbish, but we won't have like really good drinks like that. But yeah, Lido, really, really good. Latvian cuisine. All the food's fresh, hot, nice selection, really tasty. You can pull your own beer. The desserts are nice. Everything just nice. It was like €16, I think. Came out total. It's like a little mini salad, main, dessert, and beer. So it's like actually really good value. The thing is, well, like Latvia is meant to be like, or Riga at least, is meant to be like a party city. Although I think I've come at like the wrong time of the year, because it's April or early April. It's cold, and it's also Thursday, so it's not really sort of peak time. So when you go down there in like the centre, there's not a lot of people about, and there's just like bars that are dead. Rather not sitting like totally dead bars with no one around. There's a few good ones in Tallinn that were open quite late. They had some decent people in, but yeah, man, here it's been a bit harder to find some busy places. But I suppose, you know, later in the year, when it's a bit warmer and that, it'll be heaving absolutely everywhere. So it's probably better to come later in the year and get that slightly better experience. But yeah, it's been good. Been good for me. Nice city. Nice people. All is good. And then tomorrow we've got to get the train, head to Vilnius, head to Lithuania. So it's cracking there. See what the Lithuanians are all about. See who's better than Out of them all, Estonia, Latvia or Lithuania? Who's got the best crack, best food, best beer, best everything? So we'll find out tomorrow. Right then, so we are leaving Riga today. So one last little look at the old Hotel Victoria in all its glory. There are a few things I noticed that I didn't, well, a few things I noticed in staying here that I didn't pick up at the beginning, like the bed is unbelievably squeaky. Every single time you move, it just squeaks. The noise from outside is actually not that bad for a certain hour. There's not many cars or anything like that. These tables, I don't know if this one's all rickety. Oh, that one's alright actually. The other one just like wobbles about. There is some rickety old... Oh, what's in here? Oh, you get some little slippers, a shoe horn, and it's that shoe shine sponge. A do not disturb sign. High quality goods. God, feels like it's gonna fall off. Yeah, in the bathroom, like the shower head has like very little water pressure, so it sort of dribbles out a bit, but it's not terrible. You even get little steps, look, little steps into the shower for no reason whatsoever, because apparently that is too much trouble, so you have to have this. Yeah, a few little freebies. Well, you get a comb, some shower caps, a hairdryer. That does work. So yeah, one last little look at the old hotel. Oh yeah, and there was a fridge. Forgot to mention the little fridge. Nothing in it. To be fair, I'll be surprised if it works anywhere. But yeah, that's everything from the Hotel Victoria here in Riga. One last little look around the old Victoria Hotel. I haven't really had a little explore of this place. Rooms. Director. Assume that means director or something. No idea. Let's get the lift. Check out, handing me door handle. This lift is absolutely crazy. They super fast as well between the floors. And it takes ages to open. I don't think I've done like Riga justice. I had a look at some of the footage I'd done, and it's like a bit patchy, shall we say. So I don't even know whether I'm going to like it or not. Did get some good bits of like the KGB building, but yeah, there's a few bits I'm just thinking like, fuck them up or something like that. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Literally like every building you see, like the one over there, just up here, Latvian flag on like so many buildings, and they usually have the Ukrainian flag with it. Like Latvia is a big supporter of Ukraine. I love these as well, these old wooden houses. Quite a few places. They're actually just really nice. Makes a change from it being all brick and concrete. Just randomly in amongst them all, there'll just be like a nice little wooden one. On the banks of the Dauga River here in Riga. Absolutely windy as fuck, but yeah, check out the old fabulous old bridge. I went across it yesterday actually and it got blown off because it's absolutely wild. There's a little thing over here though. Got some guy and a kid. Apparently this is a Riga legend. It's the legend of Riga. Once upon a time, long before the city of Riga was founded, there was a tall, strong man named Big Christopher. Yes, and that's Big Chrissy. Big Chrissy there. Carried me across the river Daugava, and he lived in a cabin on the right bank of the river. So apparently Big Chrissy really carried people across the river over here or something. It's like a sort of, I don't know who he could be. It's like a sort of Latvian Jesus or something. It is total bullshit, but you know, nice little tale of Riga there. Big Chrissy, he must be like the sort of Latvian OG. And then so at Riga Central Station. Trains in like about half an hour or something, so decent enough time. Yeah, so it'll be goodbye from Riga, hello Vilnius when I get there. On the train then boys, off to Vilnius now. LTG link next one. Got foot seat and all that sort of stuff. Better than any old shitty English train. Don't get this kind of comfort in England. There's one there going to couples too. There's a couple of electricians about as well. But yeah, I will see you in Vilnius. So goodbye from Riga.